Have you ever thought how selfish we are as human beings? Just look at their eyes. Do we have the right to restrict other creatures' freedom like this? Like इनको हम केज में बंद कर लेते हैं, अपने पर्सनल मोटिव्स की वजह से हम इनको पाल लेते हैं। बट क्या ये तरीका सही है कि हम इनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर रहे हैं इनकी फ्रीडम से? जस्ट थिंक, throughout the world, countless thousands of animals and birds are kept in appalling condition in zoos, circuses, and private ownership. Even in modern zoos, lion, tigers, and other big cats repeatedly pace, frustrated because their hunting and territorial instincts are denied. At present, wild tigers are in crisis. The main threat is human activity, while captive animals are exploited in zoos and circuses. In the wild, less than 5,000 tigers remain. The largest population is in India, but less than 1,500 survive there. Threats includes habitat loss due to mining, dams, logging, farming, and human settlement, poaching for medicinal and other purposes. So, is it right? Just think about it. This beautiful poem by Leslie Norris, A Tiger in the Zoo. This is something about the poet George Leslie Norris, born in Mathril, Titfil, South Wales, was a prize winning poet and short story writer. Up to 1974, he earned his living as a college lecturer, teacher, and headmaster. From 1974, he combined full time writing with residencies at academic institutions in Britain and the United States. Today, he is considered one of the most important writers of the post-war periods. Here are some their publications and the so theme of the poem is the poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. The poet wants to depict the difference between the two environments. Here we can compare the tiger in their natural habitat or in the zoo that is artificial. So you can find in which mode, in which habitat he looks a happy and furious creature. So it depicts the mental condition of the caged tiger. He compares the life of a tiger in the zoo with its life in its natural habitat. The poet convey an important message that the wild animals should be in their natural habitat. In the poem, he heightens the contrast between freedom and captivity. He very impressively shows us for how love for freedom is the natural instinct of every living things. So in stanza 1, he stalked in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. So these are the glossary you can note down. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where the plump deer pass. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle edges, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. But he locked into a concrete cell. His strength is behind the bark, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stare with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant star. So, the analysis of stanza 1 is the tiger, he stalks in his vivid stripes. Vivid stripe means इसकी जो ब्राइट कलर की येलो स्ट्राइप्स होती है इसकी बॉडी में, फ्यू स्टेप्स लेता है अपनी केज के वेलवेट क्वाइट की तरह एकदम शांत, बट अंदर उसके क्या है, बहुत ज्यादा रेज है, मतलब गुस्सा भरा हुआ है. The tiger, a mighty creature, move to and fro with his limited steps. क्योंकि केज में तो लिमिटेड स्टेप्स होंगे, वो इधर उधर मूव कर रहा है. ही मूव्स क्वाइटली ऑन हिज सॉफ्ट वेलवेट पैड्स. ठीक है. expressing his anger quietly because all his freedom is locked inside the cage. He finds himself quite helpless there. In stanza 2, he should be lurking in shadow. Now he compares the tiger in its natural habitat, that is in the forest. वहां पे वो क्या करता है, शैडो देख के डियर के पीछे पीछे जाता है जहां वो पानी पीने आ रहा है या कुछ और करने आ रहा है. द पोएट इज मूव टू पिटी फॉर द टाइगर. उसको थोड़ा सा पिटी फील हो रहा है. ही सेज दैट जू इज नॉट द प्लेस वेयर ही शुड बी. Rather, he should have been in the jungle, moving quietly in the shadows near some water source, waiting for a healthy deer to pass that way. ठीक है. Now, analysis of stanza 3. Should be snarling around houses at the jungle edge, bearing his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the villagers. The poet further says that the tiger should be moving around the houses at the corner of the jungle, terrorizing the village with his growl as well as by showing his bare teeth and claws. ठीक है, तो ये वो आपको यहाँ पे बताना चाह रहा है. Now, the last analysis of stanza 4. He locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind the bar, stalking the length of his cage and ignoring visitor. Now, last में वो sadly बोल रहा है कि in spite of his all strength, he is locked inside the cage to entertain the visitor. Very slowly and silently, he moves up and down along the restricted area of the cage. He is no more interested in visitors as he feels quite powerless and weak. So, if you want to see the strength of the tiger, you can visit in its natural habitat, that is forest. Is it possible?
So these are some important previous year question. You can note down and practice this.